The drama.
You better stop lying.
Shut up, let me finish.
No, you
shut up, let me finish.
The resolution. It's all today on Trisha. He was making porno films behind his wife's back. Did you know Terrill was making adult movies?
I went on her Facebook, clicked on it, and that's when I seen that they had some videos, some scenes together.
Then his wife found out his co-star was pregnant.
We started to get together outside of work because he told me he was single.
And his co-star found out he was married.
When I asked you, did she know you was dating me? Because whenever she would call your phone...
We were not dating. It was sex.
How did these three try to solve the problem?
I'm bisexual, so it just went to a threesome.
Did he make a baby while he was making adult films?
Let's come to the DNA test results. Shall I open this? Terrill.
Daddy's in denial. He accepts all of her sisters, but not her.
Do you believe that Amber is your daughter?
Your mom said I wasn't your dad.
You helped make me, why not be there?
Clinton!
His new family claims Amber has refused to take a DNA test.
Every time we would try to get a DNA test, Amber or her mother would back out.
Amber says they've convinced him to deny her. But is this a family she wants to join?
Your mother should have been a real woman and told the truth.
The DNA could prove she's part of the family. Today on Trisha.
Welcome, Ebony. Ebony is here to prove to this man, Terrill, that he is the father of her 2-month-old daughter, Aubrey. You see, Ebony claims Terrill, they're all in love with her. Let me tell you what's going on. Ebony claims Terrill took advantage of her at a very vulnerable point in her life. And little did she know that Terrill was actually a married man leading a double life. Yep, complete with a pregnant wife named Veronica and 2 kids. Take a look at how Ebony got mixed up in this dramatic DNA ordeal.
For most of Ebony's young life, she's been searching for love, growing up in an unstable environment and bouncing from home to home. At the age of 19, she found herself in front of cameras about to make her first adult film.
I met my ex-boyfriend Terrill while we were making a movie for the adult industry. I've only done one porno, and that was with Terrill. We started to get together outside of work because he told me he was single. He made me feel special and loved. After we met, I didn't want to do porn anymore. I just wanted to focus on us.
But Ebony's dream of a fairy tale ending with Terrill quickly came to an abrupt stop.
My world got turned upside down when I found out I was pregnant. I was so excited to tell Terrill the news that I was pregnant, but that's when he told me his wife was pregnant too. When I was 8 months pregnant, I got kicked out of my house and I needed a place to stay. Terrill and his wife Veronica moved me into their home. But when the baby was born, Terrill signed the birth certificate and Veronica kicked me out. I was devastated and I was hurt and I couldn't believe it was happening. Terrill's wife Veronica is the only reason why he denies Aubrey. But today is the day that he's gonna step up and be Aubrey's father.
Well, Terrill is backstage with his wife Veronica, who Ebony says is the main reason why Terrill is denying her child, and we'll meet her a little later. But first, so Ebony, you do an adult movie, a pornographic movie. Have you ever done anything like this before? I mean, well, how did you get into this?
Actually, a guy contacted me on Twitter and he liked the way I look and he felt like I fit the description, so he ended up giving me his number, his email.
But you'd never done one before?
No.
So what, you did the sex scenes with Terrill?
Yes.
What, just one scene?
It started off with one scene, but then he kept saying he didn't like the way it looked, so we...
Who said this?
Terrill. So he went back and did multiple scenes. After that, it was like, you know, we started hanging out with each other and we, you know, he was my boyfriend.
Did he say he was single?
He didn't tell me that he was with anybody.
When did he give you the next little bit of information?
An old friend of mine was questioning him and was asking him who he stayed with, and he was like, oh, I live with my baby mom. And so then, you know, I was like, what? And He said, well, you know, we stay together, but we're not together. She has her own relationship, and, you know, I'm allowed to have my own relationship.
Then when do you find out that it's not just a baby mama with her life and him with his life, it's something more?
In April, when I found out I was pregnant, I also found out she was pregnant.
At the same time? Mm-hmm. Now, are you positive that your little girl is his baby?
I'm 100% positive. When I was sleeping with Terrill, I wasn't sleeping with anybody else.
So why do you think he's doubting her?
For the simple fact that we did meet in an adult industry, and, you know, my baby have blue eyes and her hair is brown, so, you know, he's like, I don't have none of those features, so she might not be mine.
So this is a bit of the story I don't understand. You ended up moving in with Terrill and Veronica. Mm-hmm. How is that?
He actually texted me. He was like, you know, Veronica wants to meet you. Of course, I'm bisexual, so.
Of course. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah.
So that night, it just went to a threesome. After that weekend, I would come every weekend. After about the second or third weekend, Veronica, she was like, you know, well, you could stay here for a while. So basically, I moved in.
But she kicked you out in the end. Why was that?
I'm guessing because she felt like, you know, me and Terrill was getting too close.
But you're all having sex together?
Yeah.
Do you want a relationship with Terrill?
After this, no.
When you say, what, after him denying your baby? Mm. Okay. So how are you currently getting on with Terrill? Have you got anything?
He still texts me. He still calls me. You know, he still texts me, I love you, I miss you, baby this, baby that, you know?
And what do you want if he is the father?
Even if he is the father, I don't want nothing to do with him.
Okay, well, as you know, Terrill's wife, Veronica, is here, and she has a lot to say. But before we meet her, let's hear how she and Terrill describe their situation.
Ebony and I met a year ago while shooting a scene for the adult film industry.
I didn't know he was making adult movies at that time, but my female intuition told me he was definitely up to something.
Ebony didn't mean anything to me. She was just a side relationship I was involved in. A few months into it, she told me she was pregnant, and I knew her having this baby would cause problems between my wife and I.
I felt hurt and betrayed by him, but I decided to be the bigger person, humble myself down, and meet this other woman. Ebony was 8 months pregnant, and she had nowhere to live.
When the baby was born, I signed the birth certificate. The entire time Ebony was pregnant, she made me believe that I was the father.
I believe the only reason she kept that baby was to keep my husband around. Ebony took advantage of the situation and took my kindness for weakness. So I kicked her ass out.
I have serious doubts this baby is mine. Look at how we met. We were doing porn together. You cannot tell me I was the only guy she had sex with. If this baby is not mine, I want Ebony to get the hell out of my life.
Well, let's meet Veronica.
You was a lying bitch, you know that? You was a lying little whore. Don't sit here. First of all, don't even sit here and cry. Don't even sit. First of all, let me tell you, before you and Trey even did that video, you couldn't even tell me they do nothing.
You wasn't, how do you know? You wasn't even there. You wasn't even there. And you said you didn't know he was doing adult videos?
If I did not know, you trying to sit here and say that the video didn't go viral and stuff like that? If I did not know, how can I buy it? How can I buy it if I did not know?
That video with who? That video was with Terrill. Now, wasn't it?
Correct. You
okay.
said it
was
never
with Terrill.
hit. You said never
but
hit.
The
Nobody
DVD
can
that
see.
he was doing didn't come.
Hey, just a minute.
Man,
Hang on, just a minute. Have a seat, Veronica. Did you know Terrill was making adult movies?
I went on her Facebook, seen she had a link to somewhere else. Clicked on it, and that's when I seen that they had did some videos, some scenes together.
So what, you clicked on it and you saw your husband having sex with her? Mm-hmm. And how did you find out that Ebony was pregnant?
Terrill came home one day, and he was like, hey, I got something to tell you, sit down. You know, she's pregnant. And you know, this whole time she knew about me because she came and told me.
No, I did not know about you. I didn't
You didn't
know
come
about
and tell
you.
me and say, Terrill always told me if this number calls, don't
he
answer.
told me you was pregnant.
Excuse me, you're both arguing over somebody who is basically seems to be a bit of a liar, doesn't he? Lied to you.
That's understandable, but me being a woman, and that's my husband, I'm gonna stick behind him 24/7.
So you,
I ain't gonna let no female take my place. And
Just a
that's
minute.
just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Veronica, I was never trying to take your place.
You're right, because you can't never be me.
You shared your bed with her and him, didn't you?
You're right. I had a little fun. I like sex. I'm a female.
Right.
I like to have fun.
So you got a woman in your house. You're worried about separating, but getting between you and your husband. So you think, oh, I know, I'll get her between me and my husband in bed. Why is that? Why is that? You hear what I'm saying? All right, let's come to the baby. Do you think that Aubrey is Terrill's?
I don't. If she could go ahead and have sex with my husband with no protection, who's to say she's not doing with everybody else?
Now, how will you react if he is the father of this baby? What are you going to do then?
If he is the father of this baby, we're going to take care of the baby just as we've been doing. He does what he do.
What if he's not the dad?
Oh, if he's not the dad, this bitch got to go. She got to go.
So we wanted to give Terrill an opportunity to prove to his wife that his relationship with Ebony was over, so we offered him a lie detector test. He refused. Our producers asked Ebony if she wanted to take a lie detector test, and she happily agreed. So next, we'll meet Terrill and reveal both lie detector and DNA results. Back in a minute. Up next.
You knew about Veronica way before she was pregnant, way before anything.
Bro,
Let me
you
finish.
need to stop lying.
Shut up,
First
let
of
me
all,
finish.
no, you
Shut up, let me
need
finish.
to stop
First of
lying.
all,
I did not know about her.
And later, he accepts all of her sisters, but not her.
Your mom said I wasn't your dad.
It wasn't just my mom's choice, it was your choice
If I was
too.
your dad, why would
You
I have
helped
been your
make me,
dad?
why not be there?
How do you know I made
Daddy's in denial.
You need to stop lying.
Shut up,
First
let
of
me
all,
finish.
no.
Today on Trisha.
We're back with Ebony, who says that when she fell... Did you fall in love with Terrill?
I can admit I did.
Yeah. And did he ever tell you he loved you?
All the time.
Okay. But you're saying, you've always said you had no idea that Terrill was a married man with how many children?
3.
3 children. And married to this woman, Veronica. Well, to make matters worse, both Ebony and Veronica were pregnant at the same time. Well, now Terrill is denying that he is the father of Ebony's beautiful 2-month-old baby girl, Aubrey. Well, here's the man. We got to hear from him himself, the man in the middle. Please welcome Terrill.
First of all, let's clear the air here. Okay, because number one,
Hang on, let's hear.
first of all, I never denied Aubrey, ever. Been there since she was born, signed her birth certificate, still take care of her to this day. Do things that you can't do. Okay, I'm a father to that child, just like my other 3 kids. Secondly, you knew about Veronica. Way before she was pregnant, way before anything.
Bro,
Let me
you
finish.
need to stop lying.
Shut up,
First
let
of
me
all,
finish.
no, you
shut up, let me
You
finish.
need to stop
First
lying
of all,
because I did not know about her. When I asked you, did she know you was dating me? Because whenever she
we
would call
weren't
your
dating.
phone,
We were not
exactly.
dating. It was
I
sex.
never knew about
It was
your
sex.
phone.
But you knew
We
about
were not
Ebony.
She would
dating.
call your phone.
We were not dating.
You
I didn't
like the
know
only
about
reason why
you.
she's calling you is because she don't want you to be with another woman, even though it's okay with you that she's with another man.
So you're making an adult movie.
Yes.
Why would you make an adult movie and not use a condom?
I mean, okay, that's something I did. Obviously, a mistake that I made or whatnot.
No,
And
but why?
and
Why did you? Why?
I mean, at the time,
She turned you on.
I'm sorry?
She turned you on.
I mean, yes, of course. I'm not going to deny that, yes.
Yeah,
of
she
course.
was sexy.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you met up afterwards.
Yeah, after the movie, you know, we started hooking up or whatnot.
For
you know,
how long?
having
What, a
sex or
weekend?
whatnot.
Weekend.
A weekend thing, you know, ongoing for like a month.
What
know,
did you
then
tell Veronica?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't know about it at the time.
You must have been lying to her.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you're looking at home, looking after the kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then Ebony comes and says she's pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found out Ebony was pregnant after, you know, I found out my wife was pregnant.
Do you have any doubts about you being the dad?
But is that possibility that it might not be? Because of the fact that the way we met, we're doing porn, you know, I mean, I was not the first scene she did. She did a scene prior to meeting me. Because that was the demo that I saw.
thought that
My people emailed me a demo that she did right before her and I met. You know why? Because we were supposed to meet that night, but I couldn't make it. So you ended up doing the scene with somebody else, right or wrong?
Before they make you do a movie, or actual movie, they make you do something called pre-shoot, basically. So that's what that was.
So why would you say you never did it?
Said that he
You
was
just
the only
said you
person
didn't
you
do
did it
it.
with.
You said mine was the
You
first
just
thing you
said
did.
that. You just
So,
said
not just saying
hang
that.
on just a minute.
The only one I did it
Hang
with
on, I'm trying to
unprotected.
understand.
So get that right.
So you think that if she had unprotected sex with you, how many other guys did she have unprotected sex? Is that right?
Correct.
So when Ebony had that baby, why did you sign a birth
I
certificate?
signed it because, like I told you, I felt like I'm her father.
Right.
I've been there, you know. I know my involvement with her. I'm not going to deny that. Of course, we had sex unprotected.
But what about now? You still got a relationship going on? Anything going on? You're not
Did,
still.
the Monday after his birthday, yeah.
How
Yeah,
long?
we had sex the Monday after my birthday
Well, wait,
that my wife knows about. Yes.
How long ago
Yes,
was
we
your
had sex the
birthday?
Monday after my
February
birthday that my wife knows about.
So, you recently had sex with Ebony.
Yes.
Right. And you didn't tell your wife about it.
No, I didn't have my wife.
So
about it.
you must have lied to cover your tracks again.
She found out what I do have her.
So, Terrill, I'm guessing that's why you didn't want to take the lie detector test.
No, that's not the reason why. That's the reason
What,
why.
there's... All right, well, as you recall, Ebony agreed to take a lie detector test, and with the help of our polygraph expert, Tim Acosta, here in our audience, it is time to reveal the results. We asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with Terrill last week? You said yes. Tim?
Coming up,
Let's come to the DNA test result. Terrill, you used two women. Don't you dare allow them to argue. If you were a man, you'd stand up here and you'd say...
up next, he accepts all of her sisters, but not her.
Do you believe that Amber is your daughter?
Your mom said I wasn't your dad.
And you weren't on the birth certificate. It wasn't just my mom's choice, it was your choice
If I was
too.
your dad, why
You
would I
helped
be
make
your
me, why not be there?
Daddy's in denial.
You better stop lying.
Shut up,
First
let
of
me
all,
finish.
no.
Today on Trisha.
Welcome, 18-year-old Amber. For years, Amber believed that this man, Clinton, was her biological father. But sadly, he's been denying her since birth. Well, Amber's here today to prove not just to Clinton, but to his wife, Laurie, and their daughter, Ashley, that she is indeed his flesh and blood child. You see, Amber accuses Laurie and Ashley of filling Clinton's head with vicious lies and doubts. Accusations that Laurie and Ashley are eager to explain. Watch this.
We all need to know if Amber is Clinton's daughter or not. I want to move on and end this chapter in our lives. Every time we would try to get a DNA test, Amber or her mother would back out.
Amber is constantly disrespecting my father, and Amber actually had the nerve to tell my dad she hopes he dies in a ditch.
Amber believes I'm the reason Clinton denies her. Not true.
I believe Amber is jealous of me because I know who my biological father is. If Amber turns out to be my father's daughter, she owes my family an apology. She said things that most people wouldn't forgive.
We've all waited 18 years. Is Amber Clinton's daughter or not?
If Amber is Clinton's daughter, great. If he isn't, she needs to keep it moving and find her own daddy.
Now, yeah, Amber's older sister, Crystal, is here in our audience, and Clinton accepts her as his daughter, but not Amber. We'll get her side of things in just a moment. But first, Amber, was Clinton ever a father figure in your life?
No, he was never there. I didn't get birthday cards, I didn't get Christmas cards, I didn't get
Now,
nothing.
he accepts your sister, Crystal, and another two of your siblings. Why not you?
He's not on my birth certificate.
He isn't?
And no, I have no name on my birth certificate for my father.
Crystal, you're here as a sister. Do you think that Clinton is her dad?
I think so.
What makes you so sure?
We look alike.
Describe your relationship with Laurie. That's his wife.
I don't really know her.
Now, what about Clinton's other daughter, Ashley? How'd you get on with her?
We don't get along at all
Why not?
because she's got a mouth on her and she thinks she can bully everybody and it's not happening.
Well, as you know, both Laurie and Ashley have been listening backstage. So I hope that doesn't happen because it's time we hear their side. So Laurie and Ashley, come on out. Hi. Whoa. So, Ashley, what's your problem with... well,
I mean,
she could be your half-sister.
I don't care. She ain't gonna disrespect my family. Think she get away with it. I don't play that.
What do you mean disrespect your family?
I mean, she could call my daddy for money. Yeah, he's there to give it to her. She called my dad last week for $150. Did he give it to you? Damn right he did, baby girl.
Well, the reason why
So
I ain't
get
called
at
you
it
guys
because
anymore,
all you guys
because
are
you're
money
smart now.
hungry.
Because
No,
he
that's
got it.
what you are. Can we sort this out?
Don't be mad. Just move
Laurie,
on.
can we sort this out by actually talking instead of
your daddy,
screaming?
He's your daddy,
Okay.
but it don't mean we're gonna accept it.
Doesn't mean I owe y'all an apology.
We don't owe you nothing
We
in
don't
life.
want your
You need to go
apology.
see
You
your
ain't gonna
mother.
Said you
All
wanted
right.
an apology.
No,
You
you
need to go
Laurie,
see your
Laurie,
mother.
Laurie.
Clinton needs to step up and be a father.
Well, maybe
Shut
it's
up,
your mother's
Clinton.
fault.
And that cheating on my dad, that's why you forced her nasty. That's why he keeps coming back for more. That's why he ain't with your mama now. That's why
Right, yes, please. Can we have a conversation? Laurie, can we hear, not in a scream, but in a voice, why it is you think that Amber is not Clinton's daughter?
Truthfully, I don't know the doubt because I was not there when her biological mother and Clinton were having sex, and I'm tired of being the one to get the blame for this for 18 years. I wasn't there when they decided to conceive this child, if Clinton is to be her father. If he is, he needs to step up. Every child in America deserves to know who their father is.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But I'm just tired of being the bad one.
So what is all this?
Because they're...
What is all
I
this
see
between
is jealousy.
Ashley and Amber? Huh?
All I see is jealousy.
All right, so what you're saying, that the whole thing between Ashley and Amber is that you think Amber is jealous of Ashley. That's why Ashley is, that why you were doing all the...
It ain't, I'm gonna be honest, because she said I don't belong to him. I look just like him. I resemble my family. This girl ain't got nothing. She don't look like none of us.
I have told everyone from the get-go, you deserve the right to know who in the world is your biological
I deserve
father.
the right. Why didn't Clinton step up when he took my sister?
Because your mother
Why didn't Clinton step up?
Laurie, if the DNA test proves that Clinton is Amber's father, then what?
That does not mean that I have to welcome her with open arms. There is a lot she has said, and I will not forget.
Okay. And Ashley,
We don't want you to.
if Amber is your half-sister, then what?
Great. I mean, I'd accept the fact of, yeah, it just take time for me to get to know her, you know what I'm saying? She done disrespect me. You gotta learn to forgive and forget.
What are you going to do if it turns out that Clinton is your dad? Is there anything that's going to change?
He's my dad, he's my dad. He wants to be here, he can be here. He ain't
You
your
know
daddy,
what?
baby girl.
Yes, he is.
He ain't your daddy.
Then my son is his
He will accept the
grandson.
package
Good,
deal.
if he is your dad.
Hang on, just a minute. Ashley, it sounds like sort of na 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 na. He's my dad. It sounds a little young, don't you think? Is that a little... All right, let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Oh, he's my dad. I'm happy about it because she
Yeah,
keep hating on me.
When we come back, we will finally meet Clinton, and we'll find out once and for all just how many daughters he really does have when we reveal the DNA results. Stay tuned. Up next, is this a family she wants to join? If the DNA test proves that Clinton is Amber's father, then what?
That does not mean that I have to welcome her with open arms. There is a lot she has said, and I will not forget.
We don't want you to.
And later, has he been making babies at home and on camera?
Let's come to the DNA test result. Terrill, you used two women. Don't you dare allow them to argue. If you were a man, you'd stand up here and you'd say it.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Daddy's in denial.
You want to stop right first of all? No.
Today on Trisha.
All right, we are back with Amber. Now, Amber's saying that the only man she's ever known as her father has denied her since birth, and she blames it, so far she's been blaming it on his wife, Laurie. Now, Amber claims Laurie has spent years manipulating Clinton and filling his head with serious doubts. Something that you're denying right from the get-go.
That's right. I wasn't with him when he was making babies. I wasn't laying in the bed with him. No. I don't care who he's sleeping with. It has nothing to do with me. That was before I married this man.
Right.
Get it out in the open. Like I said, every child deserves to know who their father is. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. I'm sorry. If it ain't, find your dad. I wish you the best. If he is, make amends with your dad.
It is time to meet Clinton and try to hear why he believes Amber is another man's daughter. So, Clinton, come on out. Whoa. Clinton, why did you move your chair over there?
I just moved over some.
Yeah, come on. Do you believe that Amber is your daughter?
I do not know for sure or not. I really don't know. The mother says she wasn't mine. It don't matter if my main name was on birth certificate or not.
It does matter.
Your mom said I wasn't your dad.
And you wasn't. You should have got a DNA test done then.
Why did you...
Whose choice is it to be in my life? It wasn't my mom's choice for you to be here. It was yours.
What? Why would I be in your life? Why would I be in your life if I'm your dad?
It was your choice. It wasn't just my mom's choice. It was your choice
If I ain't your
too.
dad, why would
You
I be in
helped
your
make me.
life?
Why not be there?
Clinton!
Then you should have took a DNA test right then and there.
Clinton, do you see any similarities, family similarities
No,
between
she's
you?
taking back up from mom's side.
But
Well, I don't know.
You
Crystal's
admit,
mine.
Crystal's yours.
Yeah.
So why is there only doubt
'Cause I'm
over
right with-
why is there
She's
only
right.
doubt over Amber? You accept the other 3 children you had with Amber's mum, but not her.
I wouldn't
Why?
doubt because her mom said she wasn't mine.
Just because of that?
He's told me I'm yours since the day I was born.
She told me that.
Done right then and there.
You
He
ain't
did,
mine.
but your
You
mom
mine.
said,
You
why
ain't
did it?
mine.
Get it here.
That's what you told me, Judge.
Hey, hang on a little bit. Let's not start again. Clinton, you're saying that her mother 1 minute was saying she was your
She
child
was,
and then she
ain't.
wasn't.
So what would you believe?
Well, I believe
Well, I
what
would
I don't
believe-
know.
what?
Have you ever given her money?
Yeah, I gave him money for it. I give anybody money.
You give anybody money? Yes.
If you ask him, he does. If
Right.
he's got money, he will give it to you.
Okay, hang on. Why would you give a girl that you don't think is your daughter, why would you give her money?
I give him money. I give anybody money. If people ask me money, I give them. Because she ain't anybody.
I've got plenty of bodies.
You got a lot of yourself. You need to get love, baby girl, because you ain't got none.
I got plenty of love. I was raised right. I know what to do.
Because you wouldn't be always hating on somebody you
I
got
hate on you.
You gold digger. Shut up, you
Why
gold
don't you
digger.
learn how to talk?
Oh, I know how to talk, baby. It's called abbreviation. Abbreviation. Oh, y'all need to learn how to abbreviate.
That is spelled T-H-A-T, not D-A-T.
It's called abbreviate.
Clinton, what happens if the DNA test comes back and says that Amber is your daughter? What then? Would you like a father-daughter
I'd be in her
relationship?
life.
You
I
would
would,
be in her
yeah.
life. Yeah.
But she already told me if I'm her dad, she don't want me in her life, so...
Is that what you've said? And you've told...
Tell the truth.
Did I just say that on the show?
Tell the truth.
Did I not say if he
on
wants
Facebook.
to be here,
What?
he can
Okay.
be here? If not, then
You
he can
haven't
go
said-
about his business.
You haven't said things like you wish he'd die in a ditch?
When before I come on the show, I had a job.
you.
I couldn't miss my work, so I had to cancel. What does he do? He cusses me over Facebook.
because
His
you brought
daughter
up.
cussed
Take
me
the
over
DNA shit
Facebook.
over and
What
done.
else am I supposed to do? Take it or retreat?
But you should have lied from the get-go. You the one
You don't want to DNA test, so I do.
You should have told me I have a cancel after.
So does she.
Well, why is she
But
here?
you should have been a grown woman that you claimed to be from the get-go when you
I
started
was
this and
taking
been
care
here.
of my
This is the
kids.
DNA
Second try
test
at this
results. Yes?
Yes. This chapter needs to
I
be closed.
don't know what's in this. I don't know who wants to open it. You're the person who wants to know the most. So would you like to open that envelope?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
18 long years for the truth.
Coming up,
18 long years for the truth.
and later, has he been making babies at home and on camera?
Let's come to the DNA test result. Terrill, you used 2 women. Don't you dare allow them to argue. If you were a man, you'd stand up here and you'd say it.
Daddy's in denial.
You want to stop lying? First of all, no.
Today on Trisha.
We all need to know if Amber is Clinton's daughter or not.
I believe Amber is jealous of me because I know who my biological father is.
We've all waited 18 years. Is Amber Clinton's daughter or not?
Ashley, what's your problem with... Well,
I mean,
she could be your half-sister.
I don't care. She ain't gonna disrespect my family. Think she get away with it. I don't play that.
And I'm tired of being the one to get the blame for this for 18 years. If he is, he needs to step up. Every child in America deserves to know who their father is.
Do you believe that Amber is your daughter?
I do not know for sure or not. Your mom said I wasn't your dad.
Just because of that.
She's told me I'm yours since the day I was born.
She told me that.
Clinton, what happens if the DNA test comes back and says that Amber is your daughter?
She already told me if I'm her dad, she don't want me in her life, so...
This chapter needs to be closed.
I don't know what's in this. I don't know who wants to open it. You're the person who wants to know the most. So would you like to open that envelope?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
18 long years for the truth.
He is my
Sweetheart, okay. Take the higher ground, okay, sweetheart? All right.
No, blame this on your mother.
It's Clinton.
What's up, Drake?
Yeah, hang on, these two. This is a young lady who's got feelings. Amongst all, I know that you've got a lot of difficulties, but she's here. She went through that. Without them, I just wanted you to have a time.
When the mother tells you that she ain't yours, then she is.
No, I get it.
That's
But I just want to deal
if
with
she
the...
was mine, right to Castellanos, she would have been living with me.
No, I hear that. But I'm just sort of concentrating on the moment now. I hear you went through hell as well because you didn't know. But this young lady has as well through no fault of her own. She's as much been a pawn in all of this than you. So I just wanted to bring her back here as a parent.
I ain't turning my back on her.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything to her? I mean, as a parent, you know, we kind of have to make the first move as a parent. You know, as a dad. Anything you want to say to her?
If she wants me in her life, I'll be in her life and stuff.
Could you give her a hug at least? Anything she's been through all of this? A hug or a hug?
I'll be in her life.
So you strong on your own? You got your
good.
sister? You got your family?
Yeah.
You got your little boy? You got a grandson as well?
Yeah.
Grandson?
I
Yeah.
got two granddaughters
Would you like to know his name?
Oh, you don't know his name? What's his name?
It's Braden.
Right.
Braden. All right? Yeah. Okay. You take care, all right,
I
sweetheart?
would. Thank you.
Up next,
Ebony, I understand you still have some of those text messages that Terrill sent to you. And from Terrill, February the 17th. Hang on, you've got to hear this one. Tomorrow, I want you to wear something sexy for me when we make love. Let's come to the DNA test result. Terrill, you
are the father. Get off my stage.
Daddy's in denial.
You want to stop lying? First of all, no.
Today on Trisha.
I met my ex-boyfriend Terrill while we were making a movie for the adult industry. I've only done one porno, and that was with Terrill. After we met, I didn't want to do porn anymore. I just wanted to focus on us. My world got turned upside down when I found out I was pregnant. I was so excited to tell Terrill the news that I was pregnant, but that's when he told me his wife was pregnant too. Terrill's wife, Veronica, is the only reason why he denies Aubrey. But today is the day that he's gonna step up and be Aubrey's father.
Ebony and I met a year ago while shooting a scene for the adult film industry. A few months into it, she told me she was pregnant, and I knew her having this baby would cause problems between my wife and I. When the baby was born, I signed the birth certificate. The entire time Ebony was pregnant, she made me believe that I was the father.
I believe the only reason she kept that baby was to keep my husband around.
I have serious doubts this baby is mine. Look at how we met. We were doing porn together. You cannot tell me I was the only guy she had sex with. If this baby is not mine, I want Ebony to get the hell out of my life.
Well, as you recall, Ebony agreed to take a lie detector test, and with the help of our polygraph expert, Tim Acosta, here in our audience, it is time to reveal the results. Now, so the first question we asked you, are you in love with Terrill? Oh, you said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Ebony was being truthful.
We asked you, are you trying to break up Veronica and Terrill? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Ebony was not being truthful.
I get that. Okay. We asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with Terrill last week? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Ebony was being truthful.
Last week, okay. Yeah. We asked you, does Terrill send you text messages telling you he loves you? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Ebony was being truthful.
In fact, Ebony, I understand you still have some of those text messages that Terrill sent to you, and we took a shot of those. Don't you wish I was lying next to you, holding you and keeping you warm? Ebony said, in return, yes, I really do. Here's the next text, February the 2nd. After I drop the kids off, oh, this is from Terrill. After I drop the kids off, that way we can come back here and make up for lost times. My for that sweet dog. From Terrill, February the 17th. I love you. From Ebony, February the 17th. Love you too, babe. From Terrill. Tomorrow. Hang on, you've got to hear this one. Tomorrow, I want you to wear something sexy for me when we make love.
Oh, it's just sexy, right?
Terrill, I come back to, I wonder why you didn't want to take a lie detector test. Let's come to the DNA test result. Shall I open this? Yeah. Terrill, you are Aubrey.
I've been there since she was born. I never said I was not 100% not her father. Never said that.
All right.
Never denied her.
Let me
She put herself in a situation.
No, what?
Just a minute.
Hang on.
Put me in that situation. First of all, I didn't. First of all,
Just a minute. Just a minute. Listen. Isn't it interesting? You started this. You have sex with a vulnerable girl. This is a vulnerable young woman. My whole point is that you say, we need to do this. I'm not happy with the scene. We need to do it over and over again, okay? And I'm sorry, at this moment, I'm going to believe her word over yours because, okay? But you used her, and you used this young woman, you used this woman who bore your children. You used two women. Don't you dare allow them to argue. If you were a man, you'd stand up here and you'd take it. You got two good women arguing over you.
I mean, first of all, I never used her for anything. Okay,
What?
I didn't hold a gun to her head and tell her to come shoot a scene with me. She volunteered to do this, just like any other woman volunteered. I never made her do anything she didn't want to do. Let me tell you something, okay? As a man, I made a mistake. I admit that to my wife. I admitted my wrongdoings. I'm not perfect. I'm human. You can judge me, crucify me, whatever you want to do. I'm human.
Yeah.
I'm human, just like anybody else.
Judge.
Okay, I make mistakes.
I hear you.
But one thing, I made a mistake like a man. Okay,
Yeah.
I make it, I own up to it, I take care of my
Okay.
children.
And you're still in love with her?
Still in love with who? And with Ebony?
tomorrow I want you to wear something sexy for me when we make love.
Okay.
I love you.
And let me correct
After
that.
I drop the kids off.
Let me correct that love thing. Number one, that was a lust thing. It wasn't love, it was a lust. I used the wrong L word to describe the situation. It was a lust thing.
So
it
many
wasn't
times
love.
you used
it
the
wasn't
wrong
love.
L word
It
all
wasn't
this
love.
time?
Because it was not love.
Okay.
That's not love.
What are you going to do? You're going to stick by your man?
I have a lot of thinking
Life.
to do. I have a lot of thinking to do.
And Ebony, I really hope that the same thing isn't done to you again, because, you know, the thing about people when they're vulnerable, it's like blood in the water. The sharks come sniffing, my darling. So please, you know, talk with our counsellor about how you can strengthen up, because you've got to be a strong role model for your little girl. All right.
Daddy's in denial.
You have to stop lying.
Shut up,
First
let
of
me
all,
finish.
no.
Today on Trisha.
I want to thank you for watching today. Come back and join me again real soon. Yes? Yes!